Hey y'all, Stephanie here with Minimalist Mom Life. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over 10 things that we say no to in order to live debt-free. I feel like a lot of times when people talk about debt-free living, it seems like they must just have a ton of money because they're still able to do everything. And you kind of wonder, do they just make a lot more than me, or is there a sacrifice in there somewhere? So this is not a complaining list. There's a lot of things that we say yes to. This is just a list to encourage you guys to prioritize if you are debt-free, how you're going to stay that way, if you're trying to become debt-free. Maybe these are some things that you could cut back in order to get there faster. So this is our personal families list, and I hope it encourages you either way. Number 1, my boys do not get professional haircuts. I have 3 little boys and my husband, and all of their hair is cut at home. That saves us about $40 a month. And there are tons of YouTube videos about how to do haircuts at home on little boys especially. I feel like it's really simple, but I was intimidated by this my first month after marrying Jason. He's like, okay, you're gonna cut my hair, and I was like, I don't think so. But you get better and hair grows quick, and yeah, so I get my hair professionally cut. Lucy will get her hair professionally cut. I feel like girls' hair is a lot harder, but the boys, we save money by cutting their hair at home. Number 2, we have no subscription boxes. So no HelloFresh, no Ipsy, no any of those. No subscription boxes whatsoever. And that includes we are not members of Amazon Prime. And guess what? We're still completely happy people. But because we're not buying a ton of stuff anyway, it doesn't make sense for us to give them $11 a month for free shipping on stuff we don't need to be buying. So no Amazon Prime. Number 3, we have no cable, we have no Netflix, we have no Hulu. I've shared before that we don't really watch a lot of TV, like at all, ever. But if we do want to watch something, TV Land, NBC, Food Network, all of those major networks usually show new shows like a week after it's aired or a few days after it's aired for a limited amount of time. So we can watch things on there. Like I like Food Network Star, next Food Network Star, and so I watch that on Food Network online about once a week. And other than that, we've just felt like TV's not worth our time, not really any fun for us, so we just cut that out. Number 4 is eating out. Now, we have 4 kids, 3 and under, so eating out with them would not be any fun anyway. But other than our date night, which is its own budget, my husband and I do not go out to eat at all. That means he takes his lunch to work every day. That means that I'm not going and having a meal with a friend or something on a girls' night, and if I am, it's coming out of my fun money. We do not spend any money eating out. Occasionally, the boys and I will go to Chick-fil-A for a play date with our friends, but even that has gotten less and less as my boys are getting older and just bigger. 1 kid's meal is not enough, so per boy, so it's getting more expensive. So we say no to eating out. Number 5, no professional manicures, pedicures, massages, stuff like that, unless it's coming out of my fun money. That's not something that we budget for. Number 6, Jason and I do not give gifts to one another. So on Valentine's Day and our anniversaries and our birthday, stuff like that, we do celebrate those things. We love each other, obviously, very much. But material things is not something we give to one another. Sometimes we will decide to put a certain amount of money that we would have bought a gift for each other towards an event, like something that we want to do, or towards a trip. But for the most part, we just celebrate by continuing to love each other, but without anything. Number 7 is we limit our boys' extracurricular activities. So Jason and I really prayed about this one, and we felt like not only for our budget, but for our family. We have 4 kids and a limited amount of time, and we wanted to make sure that dinner at home and things like that were still a priority for us, that the boys could get 1 extracurricular activity a season, and that was it. And so obviously they're little, this is easy to do right now, but like this last spring was our first time putting them in anything. My 3-year-old played softball for the first time. So if you're new to my channel, this is Lucy. Lucy is 8 days old, so she is probably going to be a regular in all of my sit-down videos for a while now. So I'm going to pick up right where I left off, and now you get to see a little bit of Lucy as well. So I was saying that we limit extracurricular activities, I can never say that word, for our boys, and obviously for all of our kids as they get older. This past spring, my 3-year-old played softball for the first time, or t-ball, and our 2-year-old did mommy/daddy me soccer, and it was so fun. But we were happy that they were a little bit spread out. They weren't on top of each other, and we limited them each to 1 for that season. Martin actually wanted to play soccer with his brother because he had just finished t-ball, and he thought that was fun, but soccer looked fun. But we wanted to go ahead and start that rule. And just that kind of way of living and thinking for us early. So in the fall, they'll get to pick something again, but limiting it to that helps with the budget and really helps with our time management and protecting our time as a family as well. Number 8 is we don't do big birthday parties. So I love to host. I love to have people in my house. I love to cook for people. So we definitely celebrate our boys. They've enjoyed their birthday parties, but there are no expensive bounce houses in our backyard. We don't rent out the trampoline park. Most of our birthday parties stay around $60 or less. And this year that might be even a little bit less because we are going to be taking the boys on our first family vacation in January up to the mountains to go snowboarding and skiing. 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds can apparently have snowboard lessons. So that is their birthday presents this year. So their birthday parties will probably be even simpler than normal. And number 9 is we don't get new phones. So we do not get a new phone, even if it breaks, until the contract is up. And you get the big, either like free one, or now it's like that weird lease program where everybody's phone is not really theirs, but we don't ever pay for phones. That is a big one for us. So like 2 years ago, right after I had Elliot, almost 2 years ago now, my phone cracked and broke terribly. And so I went back to an iPhone 4 that I had, an old one, and I used that up until this past February. So like the 7s were out and I still had just the regular old 4, but it worked. So that was good enough for me. We say no to getting new phones. And then number 10, my last one, is we say no to paying someone else to do something that we could do ourselves. So we have no gardeners. If something breaks around the house, Jason usually YouTubes it to see if it's something that he can fix himself before calling somebody else to do it, and which is also great because he learns a new skill along the way. But we definitely say no to asking somebody else to do something, paying them when we could do it ourselves. That includes a lot of stuff to our cars too. So I hope these tips encouraged you guys, or gave you something to think about. If you have different things that you're saying no to as a family or as a single person, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to get some new ideas, and for other people watching this to get ideas from you as well. And I wish you the best of luck on either your becoming debt-free journey or your debt-free living journey. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video.